My name is Kiran Makkar, and today I am going to discuss with you an essay which has been seen on 13th June 2015 in China in the academic IELTS writing test. The topic is: as transport and accommodation problems are increasing in many cities, some governments are encouraging businesses to move to rural areas. Do you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? A very similar essay has been seen earlier in the academic IELTS writing test, and that essay is essay number 183 in my book, A Wealth of Academic IELTS Essays. The topic is: the government should encourage industries and businesses to move out of big cities and into regional areas. To what extent do you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So this is the essay which was there in the book. It is a very similar essay. The only difference is that in 15th in sorry 13th June essay in China, the problems which are arising in the cities have been mentioned in the topic, and in the earlier topic these problems have not been mentioned. So I have made minor changes to my earlier essay to suit this essay, and I will be discussing with you the 13th June 2015 essay as seen in China. Introduction. It is true that the world's largest companies are located in large cities. In the city, many people expect to find better employment opportunities, often with bigger, secure companies. So, larger companies are mainly located in the large cities, and many people find better employment opportunities with bigger, secure companies. So, as cities become overcrowded, problems relating to housing and transport arise, because of which some people suggest that the larger companies should relocate to the countryside. While this may have some advantages, I firmly believe that the disadvantages would be far more than the advantages. Now, in any topic, in any essay topic, when the second line after the main topic is: do you think the advantages outweigh disadvantages? In such an essay, this is also an opinion essay. You have to give your opinion, but at the same time, you have to write both advantages and disadvantages. Whatever your opinion is, make two body paragraphs of that and one body paragraph of the other opinion. So that is how you have to deal with such an essay. This is also an opinion essay. It is reasonable to think that moving thousands of employees from large companies out to remote areas would have a positive impact on the overcrowding of some cities. There would be less traffic because of less people in the city center, and this would obviously be highly desirable. In addition, there would be less strain on the services offered by the city. For example, banks, public transport, restaurants, and the like. This would mean a reduction in queues and faster customer service. To add to it, housing would also become affordable. It is generally seen that because of too many people wanting to live in the city, land prices and even rents of houses start touching the sky. To touch the sky means to go very high. So, in this paragraph, I have given advantages that would ensue if the businesses were shifted to the rural areas. The problem, however, would be however, now in this paragraph, however, word tells that now I'm going to state the other view. The problem, however, would be that a dramatic reduction in numbers of people in the cities would mean that many businesses would go broke. Restaurants, cafes, and other service areas would suffer tremendously. Tremendously means greatly, to a large extent. What would happen is that overcrowding would occur where the new large organizations relocate. More and more people offering services would spring up, restaurants, shopping centers, and other businesses would be needed to serve the people, serve the increasingly large number of people who moved to that area. In addition, the rural area may not be able to provide the enormous quantities of housing, electricity, and raw materials required to run a huge company. So, in this paragraph, I have given the disadvantages of relocating big businesses, and I have said that many small businesses which depend on the large number of people staying in the cities would go broke. They would also relocate to those areas. So, what would happen is overcrowding would finish at one area, it would start in another area. So this would not be a practical solution. Then furthermore, furthermore, relocating businesses to rural areas may upset many households. Children also may have to change schools, so it would not be practical to do so. Transport and accommodation problems in cities need to be sorted out by connecting the villages and cities by very efficient public transport so that people come to work in the cities and live in the rural areas. Newer businesses should be encouraged to open in the suburbs. The already existing ones should continue to be where they already are. So, in this paragraph, I have given other points that even the families, even the children, they would suffer, they would have to change schools. It would upset many households. Transport and accommodation problems need to be sorted out, but they need to be sorted out in some other manners, which I have suggested in this. And then I've also suggested that the already existing businesses should be where they are, but the newer ones should be encouraged to open in the suburbs, in the countryside. To sum up, relocating the companies would assist with the overcrowding problem in some cities. However, a new set of problems would surface which would be far more than the benefit, benefits. Therefore, I reiterate my point that the idea of moving larger companies, corporations out to rural areas would not be beneficial. So, in this essay, I have in the introduction said that the disadvantages would be more. Then in para 1, I have given advantages of relocating. In para 2, I have given disadvantages. And in para 3, I have again given the disadvantages. And then in conclusion, I have reiterated my opinion, and that is the plan. So I hope you've enjoyed the essay. If you really have enjoyed the essay, you can give me a thumbs up at the bottom. You can subscribe to my channel for more such essays, and you can also purchase the book, A Wealth of IELTS, Academic IELTS Essays. Thank you so much.